find yourself really enjoying complaining, stop for a moment and say, is this being enjoyed to the world? And quite often you'll be a little bit disappointed in you. Don't ever be disappointed in you, just change.
Yes.
I have people who are stuck in the same rut. Have any of you ever noticed anyone like that, or even yourself? You do the same thing day after day, and then you keep complaining nothing's changing. So we're going to be doing a lot of looking at the new year about bringing about change. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted you to learn about other people are doing things. We started out earlier this month with solstice, Yule, looking at the divine feminine. Also with our wonderful Dr. Eileen, who was a druid. She brought us in the earth energy, so we could look at that. And then we went into a lot of what do the indigenous people do on different holidays. We have amazing holiday tree that if you look carefully, you're going to see little goddesses and stars of David and all sorts of things on the tree. And then our wonderful angel altar that has our creche. And I just love all this energy here. And then over here is an old-time village, bringing back the past. And then we come to the most recent holiday is Kwanzaa. And I like that our speaker for today set herself right in front of the altar. Thank you so much, Joyce. That is wonderful. And think about honoring everything. You don't have to honor just one thing, honor it all, because someplace in the world, somebody is honoring something. And their honoring is just as blessed as your honoring. And Carolyn, could I have a program, please?
Of course.
Well, it's just a program, but it doesn't have anything in it, so you probably want one that has something in it.
I would prefer something, but the wonderful Carolyn, this is a chance for her to do some styling.
No.
Yeah, look, it's so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Sherry, if you could turn on a light, we'll look at the program. As usual, Corky was up very, very early this morning doing the program, so I want you to appreciate it because I love the Kwanzaa greetings that you would have on here. I think that is incredible. And next week we're going to do a Taizé service. How many of you have ever been to a Taizé service? It's about meditation, it's about music, it's about prayer. And it started out in Taizé, France. It's an incredible work to put on too. And so I have already volunteered that Dr. Eileen's going to be helping, Dr. Janet Child is going to be helping, Gloria is going to be helping, April is going to be helping. You notice I pick all the people with the good voices to help with the music, and it's going to be music and song. And next week you're going to come in the front door because this room is going to be almost entirely dark, and all it's going to be illuminated is candles and a little bit of light, and you're going to walk in and it's going to feel sacred. So I'm not going to be up here blundering. It's going to be getting in touch with that part of your sacredness and how to learn to communicate with music, to communicate with the God. So we want you all to join us, please, next week. The Taizé is one of the most exciting and spiritual things that we do here. So we have a lot of things that just aren't happening this coming week because of it being the beginning of the year. But some of the things that we do have coming up is that Saturday we're going to be doing our elemental static dance. Please, if you haven't joined us, come and see this. It's amazing, and you can move and you can be whoever you wanted to be. How about that? Not who you want to be now, but whoever you wanted to be. If you were a little tiny kid and you stood in the middle of the floor and you just danced. We love to have you there. The parents of murdered children, the POMC meets once a month, and they meet here because nobody else wanted it. When I got a call from a lady who said, we need a place to rent to meet once a month, and nobody wants us. And I said, what's the name of your organization? And she said, Parents of Murdered Children. And nobody wants to say murdered on their on anything. And you'll notice outside we have a sign that lists them prominently because to us that was so important. And when she said, Dottie, how much do you charge? And I cry every time I think of that because I said to her, you've already paid. Don't worry about it. Just be here. And for Christmas they had almost 20 people there. That's a wow and a sadness to have 20 people here. Their children were murdered. And then we're going to have a beginning in metaphysics. And Reverend Glory, just 1 minute. Come run up here and tell us what your class is going to be about. I'm excited about this.
In 2017, Glorious Inspirations is going to be presented to you by the teacher. My first session is going to begin with spiritual development because I'm working with a lot of young people and some that are even all our age who don't even have a spiritual foundation, okay, to go from. And so we're going to take it from the top. I'm going to start in January, the middle of January, going into February for 4 class sessions. I will be making a flyer and getting some information to the CCL site and everything regarding this. We're going to start with identifying. Okay, we're going to lay the foundation for spiritual development. We need to know who we are and who we are in love. And then how we live our lives from there. So it's going to be a 4-step situation with spiritual development starting the middle of January. Spirit has called me up from the bowels of the kitchen and said, you are a teacher. It is time. So I hope to be presenting throughout the year and encouraging and motivating and uplifting and educating us, bringing us all, and for some of us, a nice little reminder will be just fine. So I look forward to working with some of you, all of you. Send somebody, call somebody, tell them that we're here.
Yeah. Dr. Eileen, when you talk about you're going to be doing a Druid Grove meeting, what is that going to be?
We meet on the 4th Tuesday of the month. That is the standard meeting, and it is an exploration of Druidry. We will be discussing the upcoming celebration that we're going to be doing, which will be the following week, which I'm blanking on right now. I think it's, what, Wednesday? Tuesday? I will let everyone know. I will get a flyer out.
I didn't see anything on the meetup for January except what I put on the program.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday, January 24th.
It's just a.
That's the Grove meeting,
is it
and then in February we start our first festival.
Okay, I didn't do February yet.
I will make sure that I get that information out to everyone, and we'll get it out onto the mailing list. And you know, if you have any questions about Druidry, you don't have to be a Druid. You can just be curious as to who they were, what they did, and it is a spiritual practice and a philosophical practice. I do not practice it as a religion, and there are many who do, and you know, it's for them it's like it's awesome, and for me it's more of a job. It's more of a stewardship to, you know, take care of the earth, and the focus is balance. It's balance in all things. So if you have any interest in that, or if you have any questions about that, please see me after the service.
Okay, and Jan, you want to mention what's happening on January 27th with the AIDS retreat?
Yes, absolutely. The AIDS retreat is an amazing gathering that we have quarterly here, thanks to our wonderful Reverend Doti, who donates this entire place to the retreat. And we have incredible practitioners. Dr. Eileen, I'm looking at one. Is Regina here?
No.
Jan, who's amazing. Jan helps with not only being a practitioner, but also with art projects. So we have a very... And lunch. I don't know what I would do without Jan. And many of you volunteer for this, but please let the community know. Because what we're finding is that there's a new wave of people dealing with HIV that are very isolated, that are very alone. And let them know about this retreat. It's free. We've been doing it now for almost 25 years.
Wow.
Is that amazing? So I just want to thank God for letting us have this incredible space to do it. And there is such powerful healing that happens in so many different ways. So let the people know, and I have flyers, so please let people know that we are having it. It is from 9:30 to 4, and we feed you and we play all day. Okay, that's what it's about. So please come and join us. Glory is amazing. She helps incredibly in many different ways. We stick her in, we make her a practitioner, we make her help us with everything. She helps us get together. I mean, There are so many of you here that make that retreat happen, and I want to thank you for that, from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for putting it on, putting it together.
Thank you, thank you.
One of the other things that we have coming up is Reverend Gloria is going to be talking about Martin Luther King. We're going to celebrate on the 15th. We're lucky enough to have Janet with us. She marched with Dr. King.
Oh, wow.
And I've got to tell you something. I was a little girl. I mean, I was 12 years old when I marched with him.
So cool.
And he said an amazing thing. I was terrified. And he said, Janet, what's your favorite food? And I said, fried chicken. I mean, that was my favorite food at the time. And he said, that's one of my favorite foods too. Wow. He was an amazing man. And while he was not tall in stature physically, his energy was like 7 feet tall. I mean, if you ever had the experience of seeing him, his energy was huge. And I'm really brokenhearted this year because our freedom train is not
That's right.
happening.
It wasn't funded for this year. So.
And it breaks my heart because we were built up for the freedom train, which was the exact distance between Selma and Montgomery is the exact distance between San Jose and San Francisco.
Wow.
And we would go on the freedom train and sing the old songs and get together, and then we would have a wonderful, rally in San Francisco, and then we'd come back on the train together.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I wanted to mention that the meditation for tomorrow has been rescheduled for some undisclosed, for some time in the future
TBA.
of this month. But
To be announced.
To be announced.
yeah,
Are you comfortable sitting behind there? Do you want to come sit here? Okay. I'm talking to our flute player. I understand they're being called flute players now instead of flautists. I always liked the word flautist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why are you not called a flautist now?
I don't care what you call me, just call me.
Minister Carolyn, the lady with the metal thing in her hand plays the flute, and our Dr. Janet Childs is going to accompany me on a meditation. So if you could all just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. This is a time we bring you into a place of love, a place of loving yourself. And to bring in that love of yourself, just take your hands and cross them across your chest. Feel that wonderful beating heart of yours. Sense the connection you have with God. And each breath you take, feel those beautiful lungs of yours pumping life-giving oxygen into your body. Your physical body is temporary, but your spiritual body is forever. Just feeling your body this morning and knowing you are alive, and you are an emissary of the Most Holy here on this planet, honoring your ability to help, to heal, and to bring about joy to the world. And as you feel that energy in your body, realize how great a miracle it is to be alive. Honor yourself. And in honoring yourself, realize that many people are surrounding you in life, the friends. And as I say friends, think of a friend. Somebody who's always there for you, that you can call in the middle of the night and will answer the phone. And when I say family, just pick out a member of your family that has a special place in your heart and visualize that person. And then think of acquaintances, those people you see every once in a while, but when you see them, they brighten your life. So visualize an acquaintance. And now, see the self that you you should love the most. Visualize a mirror and look into that mirror and smile. You are a complete congregation of people within you because your love brings family, friends, acquaintances, and God. So now, visualize God in your life. However you might see God, the Creator, the Mother, the Father. And as you visualize God in your life, expand that picture of the God energy. So the God energy becomes a beautiful light surrounding you, surrounding the person next to you, and brightening the whole sanctuary. You are the light of the world. Carry that light with you. And as we start this new year, let it go of the darkness. When a dark feeling comes in, or a dark energy, bring in God, bring in peace, and bring in love. And you'll find your move through life with not only sunshine, but love surrounding you. And now we're going to listen to our wonderful musicians.
Bring me into the light. are love, we are hope, we are hope, we are peace, we are peace, we are peace, we are one. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Carol.